When working on a big project, it can be difficult to find what you're looking for when you need it. And today I'm going to show you some tips on how to use Xcode's features to figure out and find anything you want really quick. Here's a cool trick. If you have, say, like a protocol and you want to know who's conforming to it, you can hit right click, find, scroll down here, you see conforming types. Click on that guy, and you can also see the drop down up here, conforming types. And I can see everything that conforms to this type. I've got these three different, and the cool thing is, like, it says the calculator view controller, and I'm like, okay, now where is that? And if I scroll down though, I mean, I wish it would just click to where the conformance happens, but evidently Xcode's not going to do that. But right here, calculation delegate, okay, no, I really am conforming to it. And the same with these other ones, is that they all conform to the calculation delegate. And it's a quick way to find it and see how it's being implemented. Another really neat way to find things is through your project navigator. So here we've got our project navigator. It's your first tab here on the left. And you can quickly filter what you want there. I can say view controller. Now I can see all my view controllers and just work on those. But a really cool feature are these two guys down here. And so you can say recent. So these are all the files I've been to recently. So if you're working on a lot of different files or you can't remember where you were, you can just come down here and filter it and go into recent. And likewise, you can also just filter the ones you've changed. So right now I haven't changed any files, but if I edit this one, the calculator view controller is going to show up. And any files that I've recently edited are all going to show up in this list. So when trying to get down to this filter bar, there's actually a keyboard shortcut you can use, which is Option Command J. That pops right down here. So if I'm up here, see there's no cursor down there, but if Option Command J, I'm there. I can type in view controller, and it's just a quick way to get down there. So if you're scrolling through, you're looking, and that works on almost every single tab up here that you can filter out and filter down. It's a quick way to get it. Option Command J, just hop right down there. If you're finding any of this useful, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Let's say we're working on this calculation. This is in my StemFox app, and I've got a calculation and has these different properties. And I want to edit maybe equation, change it up. So to find equation inside a file, you hit Command F, pretty simple. And I can just start typing in my search bar up here, equation. And I hit 4 matches. You see, you got these 4, it highlights them. You can toggle through them, you can go backwards. And that's pretty helpful. They also have these other things. You can say matches words, starts with, you can filter it. Pretty cool up there. You can require it to be case sensitive with this button. And you can add different types of input, like say you only want digits or white space to come after equations. Like if I say digits or say I want anything with, I want to go where I assign it. So maybe I say, let's see, white space equals, and there we go. So now I found the one match where I'm doing that right here. It's the only place I'm assigning it. And so that's how you can do that. Another way to find things inside of a file is use Control-6. That opens up your file browser up here, and you can see all the stuff inside. So I have calculation, I have equation, and I have the different properties that have been added to calculation. So pretty cool stuff to quickly find things inside your files. Finding things in your project. So here let's say we looked at what we had here and found these cases, but we're concerned about the larger impact of a change. We don't think it's going to be limited here to this project. Well, over here is a global finder in the project, and you can get that by hitting Shift Command F, and that brings it up here. And you have these different options. So we're going to focus on text. So let's say, equation. And that brings up a whole lot of lists. I have almost 2,000 hits. And so that's not very useful. So I might go, you know what? I want to know where this happens inside of a view controller. And there I've filtered it down to just the places where equation is mentioned in view controller. So the book view controller, I have just these view controllers. And that's pretty useful because you can sort it down to anything you want and just find what you need globally. And you can do that, has the same options here where I can insert patterns. That's these features here. I could say I want to do in specific places in the workspace, um, or these are my recent ones. And I can also make it case sensitive up here. And that's how you find things globally in your project. The next thing I want to show you is finding a symbol in a project. So let's say I was working on this app controller, and this is just a little helper enum class to instantiate controllers without having to remember the storyboard name that it's using and to pull those out and get them going. And so let's go, you know what? I really want to see where this is being used. So if you right click on it, you can go find and show selected symbol in workspace. So that's changed this from text down to symbols, and it's showing it in the workspace. And I can see quickly that it is only being used in this one file. And what that tells me, I can make this private. So if we compile it, oops, cancel this, not Command N. If we compile it, you can see that it works and that didn't need to be public. Well, let's look at instance. And so now instead of that, you can actually just rest your cursor on the object and hit Shift Command Control F, and that puts it right up here. And I can see that it's used here and is only used in this test file. Okay, so I've got this test file. So I can't make this private because the test will fail, but let's look at app controller in general. So I'm going to put my cursor up there, hit Shift Control F, and I see that it's only referenced here and in that test file. So indeed, I can take this out. Nothing is using this, and I can remove it. And that's a cool way to find whether or not things are being used or where they're being used in the app. If you want to refactor it, if you want to see if you can get rid of it, where the impact is going to be when you're working on it, using finding through the symbols is a very useful way. Another cool way to find things is that you can actually type multiple words. So if I type multiple words, like let's say if I type is hidden, we can find all the instances where it says is hidden. Okay, that's great. But what if I also want to know where we use is hidden and clip to bounds? So clips to bounds. Now here are the two places where we have is hidden and clips to bound. And see, they're not even on the same line. And it's like, okay, these files have is hidden and clip to bounds. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. And what if I have is hidden, clip to bounds, and alpha? Well, there's only one place where I set all three of those. So if you're trying to debug something and you know these three things are happening, you could use this to find where all three of those are happening in the same file. So which of these features were new to you? Let me know which ones you're going to try next in the comments. Thanks for watching. I hope you can take a moment to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Thank you again.